Welcome back to the show. And now the situation is dire. Upstairs, we will zoom out from the laboratory and infirmary floor and focus on the upper levels where Stephen MacDonald, or Mackie as we call him, finally arrives to meet up with the resistance, holding back the alien intruders. You have managed to couple together your gear. Rest of your company is waiting down, as apparently has been sent downstairs. You are in the briefing room with Major Kowalski, retired from active service. You're Mac, right?
Yeah.
Alright, situation is this. We have 7 minutes until the detonation. There's no way you can make it out of this complex alive. So what you can do is help us defend this gateway, this stairway, or you can help us get down. You can help us by going down there and seeing what is taking your crew. Can't see them on cameras at the moment. It appears that our invaders are getting smart and destroying all the video equipment.
What's the quicker? Sorry, let me think of my voice here. Right.
The quickest route downstairs would probably be the hatches on the eastern part of the compound. That is where your friends went, but I don't know how long they will remain open without enemy intrusion.
That's the quickest route.
Yes,
what about the elevator shaft itself?
Yes, the elevator shaft itself also has stairs in it. Using the elevator would be possibility as well, I suppose.
Get a harness, rappel down. Use the actual cables as a rope for doing it.
We would have to scrounge for those, and as mentioned, we only have 7 minutes.
Okay, so that's that. Okay. And I guess this protocol would, of course, have stopped the elevators.
Indeed.
Quick question. Out of character, what floor am I on?
76.
76. And I'm needing to get down to 80. There.
Sorry, 75.
75.
Yeah.
Down to 80.
Yes. 80 is the gate room.
Right.
Last
78.
You're 77, actually.
Right.
That's the labs floor.
There you go, 77.
Right, okay.
So there's 2 levels down.
If we stop this self-destruct, how long
Blink
is the
is helping
gate?
us.
Sorry?
How long does the gate stay open for?
The gate, I don't have that sort of knowledge. You would have to ask Dr. McKay or Dr. Carter. All I know is that they seem to have been coming in and been sending out our boys and girls back into it.
I thought it was one way.
So did I.
Have they went back through, or have they just tossed our people through?
As far as I've seen, our people only.
Could be just a quick way of killing people.
That doesn't make no sense, though. They could just use their weapons and shoot them point blank. No need to drag them to the gate.
Unless they're concerned. It's got a power source, doesn't it? Could
Yes,
it be that the power source is limited to the amount of charges, so they're trying to save their shots for actual combat?
that is definitely a possibility.
I mean, it would be the way I'm looking at it. If I was doing a raid,
And
have,
at this, as you're speaking, so
Yeah.
someone barges in. Sir, they're pushing through. We have to evacuate this floor now.
My ghost says we're still in banter mode.
Oopsies. You don't have a
this
ghost
is
yet.
banter.
Yeah. So, either way, Kowalski gets up, takes out his rifle, rifle heading towards the stairwell, which the enemy is coming through. Actually, no, the other way around. They are retreating towards the ladders to get up to the next floor instead of trying to fight through the stairwell. So, like, either join us or join your friends. Choose now.
Okay, I have to go after them. It's not like they can look after them themselves. They're a bunch of amateurs.
Right. So there is a fighting retreat that takes. Well, they are doing a fighting retreat, allowing you the time to dash towards the hatch, which is indeed a ladder that has a metal hatch down and above, and they are going up, but you have the option to go down.
Well, there's no option. It's down, down, down.
And I go down, down.
He chose down.
Meanwhile, downstairs.
He likes us.
Downstairs, escorted by whizzing. Doug is doing the heavy load carrying of mostly dead Dan. The heavy weight on your shoulders. Give me an athletics roll with strength. Can you do this without straining yourself?
Shit balls. I think I already did it.
Yeah.
No. Okay, here we go. I did. I rolled last time a 7, this time a 5. Amazing.
I need to make this bigger. Oh, why is it not showing? Ah, damn it. It's not showing it properly. I
rolled
made a
1.
mistake.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Too bad I couldn't get a Bane. A boon.
No, that's better. Okay. Right. That is a 5. That means as you are carrying this heavy load of yours, you take 1d6 of stress damage. That goes straight to your armor, and that is 2 points of damage as you are waddling through with too much load on you.
2 points.
Yes.
All right.
That goes
That's
first.
gonna reduce my endurance to 0.
Ooh. You are very beat. Very beat.
Yeah. I like halfway into the room, I just slide him off, like let him thump to the ground and like go seek cover to catch my breath.
Yeah.
And use the opportunity to medical equipment stuff.
That would be a medic check. There's definitely medical stuff here, but you only recognize the Superman band-aids over in the corner without rolling.
Yeah. All right, here we go. A 7.
Yeah. That combined with the bonus given to you by the actual presence of a medical bed, yeah, that is sufficient for you to spot the emergency bag, which has the required items to get some life out of this mostly dead Dan. By
Come on,
a lot.
man. You can make this. All right, and
Dan, restore 1 hit point. 1 point. That's all you're getting even, with that roll.
it's gonna be enough.
That you're staying
Oh.
down. Yeah, you should be able to take whatever stat you have at 0 to 1, which would allow you to gain consciousness. Really?
Did you get over damaged? Zero, 0, and 4.
Yeah, but you only need to get one of. Oh, right.
One.
Oh, yeah. Your endurance is at 0, so you need to get either dexterity or strength back up, both of them to 1 or more.
He needs. Oh, so he's at technically he's at 0 and -4, and 4 is what he's saying.
No,
Are you
you
at
can't go
-4?
negative, because if you go negative, you're dead.
Okay. You said I had to take all of my stuff in endurance first. I did that. Then
Yeah.
I did all of my decks, and I did 4 of my strength.
Yeah. And you're
I
now.
don't have to restore the strength first.
No, you can restore whatever points you want, and you
Ah.
when after endurance is done, you can distribute the damage between your stats as you please.
So you could go
Okay.
0, 1, 4 if you want. Or
Okay,
0,
so
1,
I'm
3.
so I'm 0, 1, 3 then right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's confusing,
I
buddy.
just wanted him to
You just
carry
got
me
shot
then,
on the
I
back.
guess.
Back, wake up. You're fine, but be quiet because they're still out there. Hopefully, Jaelle. Wait. Hopefully, Jaelle's like taking Dr. Carter where she needs to. But for now, just chill. You're gonna be fine.
Can you hand me the damn medical bag? I can probably do a better job on myself.
Yeah. Here.
Meanwhile,
Can I do the medical bag?
downstairs,
Okay.
Jaelle dives down the ladders to go after Dr. Carter, who you find 1 level lower, hiding behind a doorway just across, and being accosted by, you guessed it, 2 of the shiny armored people. They have they are pointing their staffs at him, her, and barking in alien language and pointing her to walk down the corridor towards the stairway.
Out of hat tricks right now. I already know this. We need Dr. Carter.
You need Dr. Carter or McKay. You don't necessarily need both.
You actually did say we needed 2 of them.
Yeah, Kowalski is 1.
Kowalski's not with us.
Indeed.
Kowalski's on the bottom floor, though.
No, Kowalski's on the 75th and going up.
Yeah, but you can still communicate with him.
Yeah, but if we need him to thumbprint or whatever it is to ID himself, that's not going to work. That's why you told us we needed 2 of, and then he went that way, so we needed both of the other 2. That's what I assumed anyway.
This is true.
Is there anything in the hallway
Yes, there is anything in the hallway.
Use your what would you like there to be?
I was asking if there was a janitor cart.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I want to actually pick up something and throw it down the opposite direction.
So you want to pick up a random item and throw it down to the other side. Yeah.
I want to distract.
Okay. So this is what they call in the business a deceive roll. Or deception. I always the
Deception.
exact wording.
Yes, deception.
Dexterity?
Yes.
I don't get any modifiers, right?
No extra modifiers for one way or the other.
Okay.
But you get a boon because they are sort of expecting weird noises. Which doesn't help you at all.
Mad. No.
So, as you...
Don't you have Jack of all trades?
I do have Jack of all trades.
What level? Because that would add to it as well.
The 2
No.
would make it a 4, and your Jackbat trades would bring it from a 4 to a something.
Well,
I
yeah,
have I have a
We're-
1 and a
we're really
and I
trying to
have
help.
I have a skill level 2 in it. Versus a 0.
So, 2 in Jack of all trades.
Mm-hmm.
That means your actual result is 6.
Hmm.
Which is
That-
an easy success.
Useful to have sometimes.
So, that does indeed attract their attention. And they, both of them pull out their weapons and start pointing at that way. But only one of them proceeds to start marching over, and one remains to guard Dr. Carter, not allowing her a chance to escape quite now. So there's this as the soldier walks away towards the noise you made. So the initiative is back in your court.
So one is walking towards the direction I distracted to.
Yes.
One is looking at Dr. Carter, or
No, is looking at the direction, sort
The
of
same
covering the back. But you would assume he's half right, keeping eye on Carter.
because the cart's near me.
Yes.
I'm gonna try to throw something that direction again.
The same
To
direction.
try to get the same direction to try to get them to move.
You
What is
do
your
realize that if you do this now, you will ping yourself as the source of the noise by throwing an item directly across their field of vision.
But I know I'm not in the hatch anymore. Because I would have gone
Yeah,
up the hatch and then throw it out of the hatch. But there's no way to do it.
No, that is improbable at best.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to give myself away.
Yes. That's an option. But these are the regular foot soldier types. They don't have the same armor type as the big guy. These are the dull grey armors instead of the shiny silver.
Are they showing any skin?
No. They are not showing any skin.
The pistol's not gonna work then.
Ah, right.
But you've noticed that through these armors, your pistol might have chances because it's weaker material.
I'm drawing a picture.
Uh,
You're in a room with the hatch, and across the hall is a doorway, And the C is Carter. And I don't know where you want to put. Here's your little cart, I guess.
I don't have
And
space for that. Show it. God dang it.
and the bad guy
Uh,
is that rectangle, and the other bad guy went off down the hallway. Why the rectangles? I don't know. There you
wait,
go.
That one.
And here's
Mm.
Jaelle.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually. I can see everything.
Yeah. Damn it.
I'll try shooting at the one next to Dr. Carter.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Do you have a silencer?
Nope,
Okay.
gonna give me away.
Take a shot. You get a boon because they are not expecting you.
You're like the Spanish Inquisition.
No one expects Spanish Inquisition. Working.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah, that is.
And with the boon too. Well, I don't think the boon helped.
Boone didn't make any
No,
difference.
the boon doesn't make a difference. But yeah, you hit your little PP gun.
You mean BB gun?
Yes, isn't that what I
'Cause I-
said?
Yeah, I heard PP gun.
You heard
I
what
thought
you
it was
Armor
wanted.
like-
might rust.
I heard toilet gun when he said that.
Yep. You do manage to score yourself a hit. The bullet goes through the armor. And there is a moment of confusion. It is your time to roll initiative. Also, Steven, as you're going down the stairs, you hear a shot being shot. You hear a gunshot from below.
I'm guessing it's just a single shot I hear.
Right. And let's see what the initiative says next. So, Steven, Jaelle, initiative.
Hey, here's something interesting. I think your pistol has been only doing 2d6 damage and it should be doing 3d.
Ready?
No,
No? Or did
No.
I read that wrong?
I put it in
Revolver.
correctly.
What if
Body
you?
no body pistol's only a 2d6.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
I have
easy
a
to
body.
hide. It's easy to hide.
Oh, it's not a Glock. It's
It's a
not
Derringer.
No.
Oh, okay. It's because I have the 3d. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
3d6
bigger one,
minus
okay,
3.
yeah.
Yeah, I went with
Ignore
the
me
body because
then.
can't find it.
I'm trying to help you. That's fine.
That's okay. Mine's inside my body. But there you go.
Oh yeah, you was asking for an initiative roll. There you go.
Mm.
Ow.
Yes.
7.
Right, so apparently 3 of you act on the same initiative.
Do I need an initiative as well?
No,
Oh
I
no,
don't know about that.
you and mostly Dan are way too separated from this group.
Completely.
Yeah.
Because we're both
Always-
hiding and
Always split the party.
Yeah, of course.
When you have to.
Yeah. So this is how it goes. The 3 of you go first. All who act on 7. So Jaelle, Steven, what are your
So
actions?
fucking confusing.
Jaelle and Mac.
Thank you.
Technically, because I hit the guy, I'm gonna shoot again at him before anything.
Sure.
makes sense.
Do you
Aim
want
and
to
shoot.
do you want to aim so you get a +1 to your hit? But that means you can't do anything else this round.
Oh, that's fine. I'd rather do a
Okay.
+1.
Okay. That
Ooh,
translates
that's
to
better.
+1 damage, so
Wow.
you are still also benefiting from the surprise because they have technically not acted before you take your shot. They're still doing the act. So that means you actually rolled a 13.
Yeah.
That's 13 minus 8. That's 3. 3 plus 9. 12
13
points of
minus 8
damage.
is 13 minus 8 is 5. Not 3.
Oh, it's... Why was I counting 11? Because I'm an idiot. Yeah.
Because you're still seeing 11, that's why, yeah.
So it's 5 more damage. So it's 14 points of damage from your freaking mini pistol. This would have actually gone through that big guy's armor.
Yeah, but it didn't work.
So, let's see. Last round you did 6 plus 1, so 7. And now you did
Love your math.
15. Yeah.
Creative math.
I know.
It's fine.
Nothing good.
It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. You managed to take a shot that apparently hit something so vital that he goes.
Brain.
But he doesn't quite. That's not enough to take him out of the battle. But it's definitely enough to give him major pain. Meanwhile, he does manage to take his shot before the hit lands. So let's see what happens. Absolutely nothing of value. That shot hits just in time for the staff blast to hit the wall next to you. Some shrapnel tossing around on the corridor.
I just think the staff is the most ineffective weapon. It looks impressive, but
Yeah.
it does nothing.
I'm like going
I
like
beg to
this saying
differ.
I love this roll.
Next is Steven. Not Steven, Mac.
Right.
Mackie, what are you doing during this time?
Oh, so
Go down
I'm
the
still on
stairs?
this. I'm still on the staircase, aren't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladders.
Well, I'll be making my way down there.
No, climbing down or dropping yourself down?
Oh no, I'm not going to drop. I busted my leg there. It's been recently healed.
Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks healed, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, so I'm not going to be doing something stupid there. No, so I'll be.
That would be different from the usual group.
Yep. So no, I'll be going down, but it'll be at the same time. It's not like I'm going to be jumping down, but at the same time, I'm not going to be taking it slow either.
Grab the sides of the ladder and
So-
slide.
Do you want to do the slide thing?
Yep.
Okay, that's a athletics check with either strength or dexterity.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
If you make this above 8, you get there this round
Jeez, not my day.
with time to spare, but you just make it this round
Yeah,
without
fair
hurting
enough.
yourself too much.
Fair enough.
Okay.
What-
You
what's
spent
the-
all your three minor actions to move down the ladder.
Mhm.
Turns out your gloves are not as slippery as you thought.
Mhm.
He uses them for something else.
Okay. Then
With
it
the
is the
slippers.
it is the other soldier that wandered further away, that turns around and begins to march back because he doesn't have a clear shot at Jaelle, so he decides to march in, march in and come straight past the corner to engage you in direct melee, and that ends his round. You're in melee, but he doesn't do nothing. Next round, all three of you.
So the one guy just came around the corner. I have somebody
Yep.
hurt in front of me.
The guy hurt is over there with Carter, and the
This
guy
guy.
is right next to you unhurt.
I'm gonna go after the one that just
thump,
came
thump.
closer to me and shoot at him.
Sounds like a plan. What about you, Mr. MacDonald?
Right.
You
So
have
the-
just landed. It's a bit painful, but nothing serious.
There's an M there.
Dude. Do I
I'm
get the
gonna-
+1 to aim or
Is that
no?
or an elephant?
Right.
Do I get the +1 to aim or no?
You can take +1 to aim, yes.
Thank you.
Very
God.
nice.
Getting even more damage.
Yeah, yep. That
It's
is
closer though. Let's
that.
keep it a
That's
little bit more.
12 points of damage to guy number 2. Minus his armor, so ow. He's he definitely feels that you can hear the grunt as the bullet penetrates the armor, and there's a hole that bleeds. But
Yep,
he is still
yes.
upright.
For myself, I'm going to take my HK. And
HK 47.
no, that's an AK-47.
I
The
know.
H-
Heckler and Koch.
yeah, sorry, the heck on Cock MP5. That's what H and K.
Hippopotamus kangaroo.
I'm going to do a 3-round burst there. To get +3 damage if I can hit. I could just double checking. Can I do the 3-round burst and still do the aim action?
No, you can't aim
Oh, man,
aim
yeah.
auto fire at all. Neither
that's fine.
versions, yeah.
No, that's fine. So no, I'll do that. I'll do the 3-round burst there.
How much was the auto setting on that? Auto 3?
Yeah, it's auto 3, so +3 to the 3-round burst.
So it's 13 points of damage on base. You also hit by 5, which is 20 damage total.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, this guy can't take it. He can't take it anymore. He's down.
No,
The-
that's a
it need-
20. Yep, sorry.
Your
So,
shots ring through, and he falls down.
I'm just keeping track of bullets, yeah.
The guy Jaelle first shot. He looks at the situation and decides to bolt it. Wait. He acts at the same round, so he doesn't know this is gonna happen. So he's gonna take a shot at you guys because Jaelle is engaged in melee with his friend. He's gonna shoot at Steven. That sounds like a smart idea. So here we
So the
go.
bullets go up the ladder and then down the hallway. No, oh, that's Steven.
Yep. Yes. Sorry, Mac. You feel the warm embrace of the blast of the gun hitting the wall nearby, and the soft landing of of pebbles on your back, and the dust going into your nostril, just as the guy you shot falls down on the floor next to you. And next round, all of you acting same time again. Okay. Now he seems to have clear panic in his maneuvers and is proceeding to bolt for it, but you guys have the option to act before he does anything.
I'm actually gonna seeing him buck. I'm gonna go right towards Carter.
Yeah, he's between you and Carl at this moment,
Yeah,
but
you're all acting at the same time, so he's still there.
but
Somehow
you
you know he's
no,
going to bolt.
wait, shh. So you don't care that he's bolting. Okay, so you
No.
don't try to stop him. Steven? Mac, do you take a shot or
Oh, I'm going to take a shot there because the way I'm looking at it,
These are hostile invaders.
yeah, but hostile invader, he can potentially come back and get friends there.
Holding
There,
out
too.
right.
Taking a shot. Other 3-round burst there.
10. Okay, that's 13 points of damage and 13 points plus the 3-round burst. So that's a can total of 15 points of damage. No,
16.
more than that. 16 points of damage, which is enough to fell this one too. Ah, finally, with someone with actual weaponry.
Good roll.
With 2 shots, you took down both of them.
Yep.
Well, actually, 2.
6 shots.
6 shots, technically.
Not the 2 bursts. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Well, yes, Jaelle arrives at Carter. Like, I thought it was safe here. Why did you send me in here?
I didn't send you here. The other one did. Dan sent you down here without one of us.
Look, there's.
It was safe.
Can we just stop arguing about what's safe? It's a war zone. You're needing to get somewhere. I'm here to help you.
Okay.
That works.
Right. We need to get to the command center to deactivate the self-destruct before we all die.
Right. That way.
Yes.
Character
Yes.
he's pointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which way do we have to go to get you to where you have to go?
There's a secret passageway. I only know the office is over here.
Right.
So
Take that. I'm on point.
and you start hearing the marching sounds of footsteps of metallic boots coming from the corridor leading towards the stairway where they wanted Carter to go. So, meanwhile, upstairs in the infirmary.
First you needed to.
Dan, you wanted to tend to yourself. As you go for the medical bag, you hear the threatening footsteps of the metallic clanks coming towards you. Do you want to A, continue with the medical aid, or B, hide, or C, something completely different? You're muted.
And now for something completely different. Is the door to actually? This is an obvious question. Are there actually doors on these rooms, or are there just entryways?
Yes, there are doors.
Okay. And the door is currently open or closed?
Close. No. Doug, answer me this. Did you close the door?
No.
Doug was in a hurry. The door is open.
Do the doors close themselves?
No.
Oh.
You want them closed, I could close them. In fact, I could probably even hack them closed so that electronic lock comes on.
If you can do that, and I can start healing myself, that would work. Or try to get. I have no idea how much I can heal myself, if anything.
So that's the plan. I'm going to close and lock this door.
Okay.
If I can hack it. Hang on one second. Oh yeah, this is an easy one. Here we go. 6969. Always 16. 6969. Simple code.
Yep, so you dash towards the door, slam it shut, and enable an electronic lock on it.
He quietly closes the door and whatever.
Yeah. Either way, you get the door closed and electronics on it. Meanwhile, Daniel.
Oh, one more thing. Please go ahead. I'm sorry. Interrupt. Go ahead, Daniel.
Roll your medic.
Fuck. I fail horribly.
That
That's the
you
worst I
do.
can possibly do.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
stabbed myself.
Well,
Easier when someone else does it.
Well,
that's a double one, so
you pass out again?
nah, that's not it.
That's too messed
That's
up.
that's not fun. uh,
-1 on strength.
He fainted at the sight of his own blood.
no. That's Now I know. You decide to go for the medicine. Well, okay, this one will do. Just take it. That gives you hallucinations.
Ooh, that worked good. At least I think it worked good.
I don't feel any more pain.
Yeah, you
Whoa,
don't feel
buddy.
pain anymore. But you are sort of seeing things, saying things like, for example, that outside, you want to go there. You want to go outside right now. That's a good place to be.
Okay, start crawling towards the door.
No. Whoa. What you doing? No. You're still bleeding. Whoa. Stop.
I took the good stuff. I'm fine.
Just want to go for breath of fresh air. No. Sit down. What would you take? Oh, wow. I'll save this for later.
Warp the mindazine. I took warped the mindazine.
Warp the mindazine. You gotta snap out of this, buddy. You're still bleeding here. Here, take bandage kit. This instead. Use this instead. Oh boy. What are we gonna do about you?
How many minuses do I get? I'm trying to use a bandage kit when I'm live.
I'm gonna try to. How about we both, either you or I, do it with assistance? Bane. Boom.
Up to Wooster.
To what fit assist? Medic?
Yeah.
Nah, you already gave it 2 tries, and what you got was that 1
Okay.
point.
There we go. You're at 1.
Well, technically he is at 4.
Is it-
He has 3 points of strength to go through, and 1 point of
Dex.
dexterity.
I'm gonna use the walkie-talkie. Jaelle. This is Doug. I've got Dan's barely alive. We're locked inside of the infirmary room. I'm gonna try to do what I can from here, but I think you're on your own.
The
Are you
infirmary door shakes when something hits it violently.
Oh shit! They're coming in here. Oh shit! Help if you can. What? How are you doing over there? Over.
Self-destruct. 5 minutes and counting.
Did you find Dr. Kurt? Maybe I should just be quiet. You know what? They might not even have the audio on. Damn it! I don't think they could hear us.
Meanwhile,
I am just going to broadcast
Hey,
my position by
Doug.
talking.
Doug.
What?
Doug.
Yeah.
Try one of these. They work good, and I hand him a grenade.
they
Oh yeah.
go
Yeah,
well
more
with
of these?
pizza.
Actually,
Actually,
could
I hand him 3 grenades, 1 of each, but I don't tell him which is which.
they're
He
easy.
can figure them out.
Yeah.
There's a stun grenade, a smoke grenade, and a frag grenade.
Concussion grenade, frag grenade.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry. Right.
No, I think it's pretty obvious which one's the smoke grenade.
So, meanwhile, downstairs, and no, we're gonna carry this on. Upstairs, you are getting pummeled on the door again. It buckles. The door itself seems to be holding, but unfortunately, the frames are not. It's coming apart on the hinges, and What? How do you plan? You surmised it's only half a minute before they get through there.
Okay, I'm going to. Am I still completely senile, or can I think a little bit?
Essentially, any intellectual activity you get a bane on because
Okay,
you're
point and
sort of
shoot
half
isn't
there.
very intellectual, so I'm going to
Yeah, but selecting your target is
the doorway. Whatever
We
comes
can-
through the doorway. I'm going to basically sit back against the wall with my rifle, aim it at the doorway, and wait and shoot at anything that comes through.
All right. I'm gonna put a bunch of stuff up against the door, and we're gonna buy us like a whole bunch of time and stuff.
Hopefully, I won't shoot
Chairs.
you.
There's a operating table and a cabinet and things. I'm gonna move them and brace us to cover us more time and make a spot for that we have cover so that at some point they're gonna come in, but I'm just gonna delay it, and whenever they do breach, I'll have cover.
so you can do one.
Alright.
You can do one or the other.
Give us cover or brace for time.
Yeah, if you can do if you brace for if you make cover, you can do that before they breach too. But if you brace them for time, you have to roll it, and it might not be enough.
Okay, I agree to that.
Which one do you take?
I want to. Oh, I want to put the cover and attempt to roll it for bracing for time.
So you put the cover in first.
Yes.
Okay. That doesn't leave you enough time to start bracing on things.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well then,
So you start making things into a makeshift barricade to hide behind. Gotcha. Okay, now we turn our attention to downstairs. Downstairs.
We're back.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is welcome back, Downton Abbey.
Upstairs, downstairs, everybody.
Upstairs. There was actually a TV show called Upstairs Downstairs.
That's why that's why I said it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were aware of it or not. I'm
Oh,
only
I am.
I'm briefly aware. I'm just aware of it. There.
Which
Never seen
one? Which ones were the ones that are were the high class? The upstairs or the downstairs?
it. Upstairs is high
Upstairs.
class.
Okay.
Downstairs is
Quarters.
because they're living on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
the quarters, help quarters.
Yeah,
Work quarters,
course.
whatever.
They live near the
Either way.
kitchens and all that sort of stuff. There.
Either way, you are making your way through this enemy infested hellhole. Give me a suitable roll for navigating this maze without getting caught by hostiles.
What would that be under?
Sneak, stealth, streetwise.
Streetwise?
Yes.
Under Dex or Endurance?
Intellect.
I am gonna use my stealth. I'm guessing the intellect roll for me. There.
Well, Sarah is
Just follow
That's-
Jaelle.
Stealth stuff.
Jaelle is like Jaelle is using her
Oh, boy.
street knowledge. Like, okay, Carter is taking you that way. You grab Carter on the shoulder. Pull her into hiding just in time for. And you also realize to turn off your walkie-talkie just as they're going past. Exactly when Doug is going, help, help, help.
That would explain why I didn't understand what was going on because I went, nope, I'm turning this off right now.
And the patrol passes you, and you are able to sneak back in. You find yourselves in what you thought was a janitor's closet, but behind it there is an extra hatchway that leads you both up and downstairs, and it's easy enough for you to go down. Which floor do you stop at? the command, or the gate room, or the mess room?
We're following Dr. Carter, so whoever is
Oh, actually, you're in the briefing mess room, so it's either control or gate room underneath here. So
yeah, she's the one that's leading us to the fastest way to where we have to deactivate. So
it's the control room.
Do you have McKay with you?
Nope.
we have Carter.
You need McKay as well.
You
Wooster
need two of them.
confirmation?
Or
You-
Kowalski.
You
yeah.
need 2 officers for it, yes.
You have 1 officer in your possession at the moment.
We do have 1 officer in possession. That is correct.
Or Hammond.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. It's just she's leading us. She's probably assuming that somebody has got to be going towards that control room.
Don't let the PCs make your decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Make decisions for yourself.
We are the PCs. You mean
Well,
the NPCs?
NPCs, yeah.
Were the floors that the other 2 were on?
Last you heard, McKay was in the mess hall on 78, the floor you left.
Right.
And you have no idea where Mr. Hammond is.
I thought McKay was on this floor. Or whatever.
No, McKay was on the was in the mess room
So
when things
Stevens-
started, so he might have moved since.
So Steven's just going to turn to Carter and he's just going to quietly say, "Look, we need you, and from what I guess, we need another officer. Is that correct? For the deactivation."
Yes, two are needed to activate the self-destruct mechanism. I have no idea where the others are, but Kowalski has it. Well, Kowalski has it. Hammond has it. I have it. McCoy has it.
And I guess
McCoy?
No, McCoy.
Star Trek.
Okay.
From McKay. So,
Oh, boy.
blame me.
Hammond, he's dead. Hammond.
I'm a doctor, not a scientist.
I'm a doctor, not a bomb disposal expert.
I'm a doctor, damn it, not a Jafar.
Gonna need some green eggs and ham after this.
The heck is green eggs? That sounds rotten.
Dr. Zeus again. Sorry.
Okay. Well, anyway. What is your plan? Think about that. Meanwhile, upstairs.
Why don't we just take a break here for like 5 minutes?
Do you need it?
Not really.
So,
All right.
let's keep on going.
There you go then. Upstairs.
Upstairs. There's a blast on the door. It shakes, starts to give in, and silence. Then you hear footsteps going away from the door.
Our right or to our left?
Towards the stairway.
I think they're leaving. Oh. Okay.
T-minus 4 minutes.
And counting.
And counting.
No, mine was from James Bond.
All right, so I think they're moving off. Let's use this opportunity to move. The door is Is the is the door serviceable to even open? Yeah, the door is fine. It was the frame that was moving. Dan, here's the plan. I think McKay's still with us. I sent Jaelle with Carter downstairs. I think it's up to you and me to find McKay and meet up, and think you can handle it.
Sure, I can handle anything right now. But I'm going to bring the med kit just in case somebody else knows how to use it better than me.
Yeah, good idea. Let's scrounge and gather whatever supplies you can get. Ammo, okay, good. Supplies, medicine,
Supplies!
the good stuff.
The unexpected thing that you need is always supplies.
All right, I'm gonna
69.69 the door.
69 pound.
Mhm.
Door open, and I'm gonna carefully and stealthily
Okay.
see see where we're if it's clear or not.
As you open the door, you are greeted by the sight
Of a
of the
hallway.
biggest, meanest, emptiness you have seen in a while.
Let's get to the. I saw that coming. Let's get to the ladder hatch.
Wait. Where
They went to the stairwell. Let's go the
Going
other
down?
way to the hatch. McKay was on 78. Eating as per usual.
Okay. You know where you're going? I'll follow you.
Fuck that, but yeah. You're the one who brought me here from the from this.
This is true. This is true. It's just I'm unclear of where I'm at right now, so that's why I'm unclear.
You're in the
if-
med bay.
I'm in the med bay. Is the last known location for McKay in the
One floor down.
One
mess
floor
hall
down.
is one floor down. Okay, one floor
Yes.
down. Good. That's where my next destination is in.
Yeah.
I'm going one floor.
That is
There we go.
also the floor with the last sighting of Hammond.
Okay.
But not eggs. Eggs have
I
been
think
seen
the
in the
last
gate.
time we saw Hammond was in the briefing.
And briefing is on the same floor as mess hall.
Ah, okay.
All right. We're gonna carefully work our way down it through the hatch after we've crossed the empty room.
You crawl towards the hatch carefully, quietly. You can hear from a distance the clumping of boots on the stairwell as they're going down. As they are traveling past it in great numbers. And you go towards the hatch without no one between you and it stopping you. Downstairs, on the other hand, you have managed to acquire yourselves a position overlooking the command room to do a little bit of reconnaissance. Somebody give me a recon roll.
Recon intelligence?
Yeah. Yeah. Jaelle, you sneaky little city dweller. You know these windows, these doors have little windows that you can peek through, and are pretty hard to notice unless you're directly looking at it to notice the other guy. So you peek through it, and you can see the enemy soldiers leaving behind an empty control room as they are walking out of it into the into the stairway leading to the gate room. There's absolutely no one there as soon as they leave. At least no one you can spot.
So there's nobody inside the control room right now.
Yep.
So we got at least one person here. We could try to see if she can lock herself in, and we run and try to find somebody else.
This is where Steve's going to go. Right. Where's Hammond's office in regards to the control room? Ah, he's up a level, right. And the briefing room is up a level, right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your accent is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm not bothering with the accent at the moment.
I meant Woosters for
Yeah.
Dr. Carter. Sure.
Right. No, first things first, secure the control room. That's the important thing. There's no point in putting Carter in there and then there's someone hiding. So you're gently opening it with one hand, with the other caulking it, and just gently pushing it, then coming in.
Okay. Roll me tactics as you enter. Doing the military sweep.
Tactics. Intellect. 9. 8.
Okay. You sweep in.
Mhm.
Scan the surroundings. You spot absolutely nothing moving inside the room. You ascend the you move yourself behind the command and control
Mhm.
stations. And you can see on the other side, the blast shield has been opened to show the gate room, and in the gate room you can see the enemy soldiers marching into the event horizon. Neat line formations. They are leaving. Oh, committing mass suicide.
Yeah, I don't think. No, it looks like Kowalski's supposition that they were seasoned prisoners is more correct in that case. I don't see a makes less sense for to commit. You know, if they're going to be committing suicide, why not just stay here or just keep fighting to the death, sort of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. It's. I'm gonna gesture for. So Steven's in the crouch. He's gonna gesture for the other two to come in. I'm guessing there's no bodies or anything like that.
Well, there is one over there that has clearly been shot by the staff weapon, and
Yeah, I recognize the person.
roll me social.
Sure.
Just roll social, no penalties.
Oh no, yeah. 4. No.
You've seen his face, but you couldn't pin a name on him.
There's not enough left of his face to recognize.
Either way, the room is empty.
Mhm.
Aside of you, and one thing you notice outside, not outside, in the gate room. Gate
The
room.
Frenchman
One of
known as Froggy.
there is
That's
two
Frog.
different looking soldiers going through. One with a silver armor, barely limping, but well, actually, he's walking upright and sort of proud, but they can notice that every step gives in just that little to know that he's wounded, but he's not willing to show it.
Mhm.
And right in front of him, another armor, gleaming in gold,
Mm.
like the face covering of Tutankhamun.
Mm.
Just the little light on the perfectly smooth surface gleaming off of it. This golden one, everybody making way for the golden one. As it stops, turns to look up at the command controls. Its eyes gleaming before it again turns and walks through the gate. And then the final 4 soldiers follow them, and the gate shuts down. Self-destruct. T minus 2 minutes and 41 seconds.
This is when I'm going to see if there's any working comms. You know, like PA systems, and this is going to, right, this is MacDonald. Intruders have retreated. We need man personnel in control room immediately.
Meanwhile, Dr. Carter is already on the computer. I'll set up the I will set up the password. We just need somebody to type in theirs before we can get this through. Meanwhile, Doug and mostly dead Dan, you make your way to the hatch, and you make your way down when you hear the announcement. You're currently on the 78th floor when the announcement comes through.
We need to find McKay.
Yeah.
Last seen on this floor.
Right.
Mess hall.
Okay. Memory serves me right.
Given we've eaten here before, I assume we know where the mess hall is.
It's over there.
Oh,
Yes.
There is also the option of Doug attempting to hack the self-destruct system into believing that he is inserting the correct password. I have to remind you because you seem to forget you're a hacker by trade.
No, I tried to communicate with her, but actually, let's do. Whoa! I just thought of a great idea.
I might have better electronics than you, but I'm not in any condition to use them.
I'm so fucking ridiculous. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm still gonna try and
Whoa,
find
I just
McKay.
Okay, we're gonna not run out of time. We got to get to the control room as soon as possible. I think I could hack this system down.
Okay, if the bad guys have all left, it should be safe. You can go start your hack, and I'll try and find McKay. And if I can get there before we need you to hack, then there we go.
Test your
Let's
microphone.
split
Test
the
your
party.
walkie-talkie. Yeah,
Did you hear that?
squeals at each other because we're right next to each other.
Exactly.
All right, you go that way, I go this way. And I start booking it as quickly as I can to the control room. And I'm also surprised that Mac is voice is coming through the PA system.
Yep. It did. So, Doug enters the command room before anyone else arrives there. Meanwhile, mostly dead Dan rolled me some investigate to find anyone in this floor.
Investigate using what?
Depends on your technique. Are you just looking around? Are you dashing from place to place? Or you're limping from place to
I'm
place
limping
at
from
best.
place to place. Yes.
So dexterity and investigate.
Dexterity. Oh fuck. I'm screwed.
You had 0.
Because right now, no, I'm at 1, so I get a modifier of -2. I'd rather use
You're so
intellect.
ridiculous.
No, this isn't going to work. Ooh, I'm surprised I got a 6. I rolled 8.
Yeah. That is very good, actually. More than I expected.
A lot more than I expected.
Oh yeah. You find the mess hall, and you find it that it has been literally put into smithereens. There's holes in the tables. Tables have been upturned. There's shell casing, like ammunition shell casing on the floor. There has been some heavy fighting over here, but
I'm yelling out for McKay.
no one's answering your calls.
Okay.
There's a corpse there, but no one moves in here.
Is the corpse McKay?
Well,
I've had
not
briefings with him. I know what he looks like.
not according to what you see.
What?
Too
Right now,
much of a feminine form.
Ah, the rest of the situation. All right. I'm gonna keep looking on this floor because that's the last place he was seen.
Yep. Back to the command room. Doug arrives, finding Stephen. Stephen probably pointing the gun at the first arrival, since not knowing what to expect.
Whoa. Hey, you're back.
Yeah, got back today.
No time for a small chat.
Jaelle and Carter here too?
Yeah. Apparently, I don't know about Jaelle.
I tried calling him the walkie-talkie. Dan, I'm here at the control room. Did you find McKay?
Unless he had a sex change and died. No, I haven't. The mess hall was empty. I'm continuing to search the floor.
Okay, I'm gonna try plan B. All right. Dr. Carter, I'm assuming put in the password?
Yes.
Let's see if I could crack this. How much longer do we got?
Why don't you call Kowalski and get his password?
Good call. Kowalski, come in. I'm at the control room. Kowalski, can you hear me? No, I think he's too far away. Kowalski, this is Doug. Peterson, I'm here at the control room. Give me the password. Over. Way too loud. All right, screw it. Here we go.
The hell was that? Why are you typing it in there?
Oh my god.
He was using his keyboard for sound effect.
I'm
Yeah.
ridiculously. I'm ridiculous.
All right, we're done here. I'm gonna just put up the thing. I closed the window. I hit Alt F4. I don't know how the heck that happened. Oops. It's
At least you didn't close the phone call.
Oh my goodness. Look, here's what I typed. Apparently I was typing something.
Just as you are beginning to hack this thing, Kowalski enters through the door. Stealing your spotlight! Da-da-da-da-da-da.
that's all right.
The do you make way or does he push you?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I tried the first 10.
Yeah, they put in their passwords. Second counter is going down, and Damn, I suck at this password. Is what.
I use language to decrypt what you typed there.
That reminds me of only an idiot would have a password of 1234. Sir, we've
Fine.
just figured it out. That's weird. That's the same I use in my luggage.
Baseballs, yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they enter their codes and T minus 1 minute, 59 seconds, 58 seconds.
Whoa.
55 seconds. The two of them. Try again. Maybe you mistyped something. Oh, the hell, no, I didn't.
All right, move away. Somebody's coming into the back door. Yeah, I need to defrag this route. Uploading upscan. Last known inputs. C minus C drive. Somebody has root tactics. They changed the password on us. I could bypass this. Hold on. 15?
Yep. Let's see how long it takes.
Oh my god, 16.
Yep. As you are hacking the system, on the screen appears hieroglyphics, and as they appear, the hieroglyphic state for crimes against your god, you are sentenced to death, you and your planet.
Not on my watch.
When for Bezwicken?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder.
But apparently they weren't expecting a hacker of your caliber to be there. Just as the countdown goes towards the single-digit numbers, you manage to sort it out, and the countdown stops. Self-destruct has been aborted. Resuming normal operations.
Who else made it?
Since we didn't blow up, I assume you stopped it.
Yeah. Did you? Yes. It stopped. They're gone. Let's look for survivors. Meet us at the control room.
I still have... I have to hold the microphone. I still haven't found McKay yet. Or, I don't know. Have I found McKay yet?
No.
Heading towards control room. That's one floor down. Okay.
Polsky. What now?
Well, we're going to sweep the compound in case some of them are left behind. I have already patrols going in, and in fact, at that very moment, Dan gets to meet up with a patrol of humans with heavy arms. But they don't shoot you because you don't look alien enough. Even with your zombie like limping.
No, their arms are heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's showing up on the screen. But yes, okay. It was.
And you have to figure out who they have taken. And where.
That was intense. They wanted to kill us. They wanted to destroy the planet. Yeah, let's find out who's alive.
Do I get to the control room?
Yeah. Eventually,
So-
yeah. But now there is no hurry, so no need to stick to timetables.
So
Whoa.
they left when the self-destruct was about to blow us up, and they didn't want to blow up with us, I presume.
That would make sense. I wouldn't want to blow up myself either. Not if I had a choice.
Do we know where they went? Check the last number dialed on call display. I mean, on the gate.
What?
I'm sure they didn't screw with that because they figured it would blow up.
Woohoo! How did that happen? Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Jaelle, you all right?
Yeah. Come on.
By the way, Dr. Carter, could you do me a favor?
Yes?
Can you try and use this med kit on me? Because I haven't figured out how to not make myself high.
We accidentally tried to inject it with this as a painkiller.
Yeah.
What was it?
Make me hyazine? I don't know.
Hypermeta.
I'm not that kind of a doctor, but let's get you to that kind of a doctor, okay? Corporal, let's go. Take these ones to the med bay and find them a medic. Oh, this
By the
guy.
way, did they figure out what the last number dialed was?
Yes, the last number dialed was the mission yesterday to BDX 789. No one
Yesterday.
used. Yes. No
Well, not
one
our
used our
previous
gate
mission.
console. Yeah. No, that was several weeks ago. But according to the computer, the dialing system has not been used.
Did they
They.
get themselves? Without our computer system, they can do it on the fly.
Or they hooked something up to the gate to dial.
Or remember, we left those guys last time.
What? It's not the place where we came from 4 weeks ago.
Is there any way to?
Or
Did the
is it?
computer try to log, or at least log to see what? No, the gate can't tell.
And it would have stayed open.
We
for
really
the
need to find.
29. The 29
really
minutes
need
or
to
whatever
find
it's supposed to
McKay.
be.
We find McKay can answer a lot of these questions.
Wait. Oh, there goes. I have something here. And come and see. And pointing at the old, thick CRT monitor that's acting on the table. She plays up a recording
That's
of
brilliant.
the
You
gate
can rewind it
room
and see
camera.
what they dialed.
Yeah. So at some point, you see troops coming through the gateway, and just before the gateway closes in, the last one to come through is a golden armored soldier. And as the gate closes, he walks down the ramp, and the gate begins to dial.
So we can
And
get the code.
he's doing.
Ooh, a remote dialing device.
And
it lands on.
yeah, you do get the address from that.
Okay. My job here is done. I can go to sick bay. I just wanted to make sure we knew where they came from. One other thing we might consider doing is dialing out to a world we know is safe. And that way they can't dial in.
And that's a good idea.
I learned that in astrogation class.
Whoa, that's gnarly.
To throw them
Let's
off by
down.
making a different address.
No, if the gate is going out, you can't dial into it. Of course, if they blew up the planet or they blew up the base, they wouldn't want to dial into it, but
Like, won't that take like a lot of energy though?
well, the gate's only going to stay open for 29 or 32 minutes or whatever.
At the time, yes. But if you want to block them from calling, it needs to be on as often as possible. The energy bill is going to be enormous, but I'd rather pay the bill, or actually have the corporation pay the bill, than die because they try this again. Because next time, I don't think they're gonna settle with placing the place on self-destruct. They wanna.
I remember seeing this thing in a TV show at one point. They put an iris around the gate to block things from coming through.
The hell are you talking about?
Must have been a TV program.
Well, this is a good temporary solution, but like in the future, we'll have to figure something out to like block it from unwanted dialing, like just happened. Let's go find let's find who needs to be found. And Dan, your ideas are great right now, but like seriously, you took way too many drugs.
You're right. Can I have some more? Way too high, Azine?
Iris in front of the thing. You can't just block the door. Put a block.
And let's hold a break at this point.
Thumbtacks. A giant wall of thumbtacks pointing at the gate.
We'll be back at 5-2, so enjoy the break music. Ah, shit, the wrong button. Hey!
Time me for my mic to go out and then come right back in.
Well, anyway, let me finish up. So anyway, I tell her that's not my wife. That's a dog. Yeah, there we go.
That was a bit of a reach.
That was a really bad reach.
You tried to reach her and it failed.
Yeah,
At least
yeah,
you didn't try to
absolutely.
leash her.
Oh boy.
This time
Oh
around.
boy, getting saucy.
Welcome back, Froggy.
Yeah, Froggy. Okay, so it is time for you to recount your losses.
Yeah.
And
Fun
decide
loss.
what to do next. Time for accounting.
One loss. Two losses.
So,
I don't have my accountant. I couldn't find my notebook.
uh-oh.
Very
Anyway,
much uh-oh.
the thing is, you figure out through the recordings that there have been indeed several persons taken through the gate. Among the important ones are the damsels in distress, Mr. Hammond and Dr. McKay. They have been taken through the gateway during the invasion. And several others, totaling that many people, which is 17 other personnel have been taken through the gate. You also see that several of the enemy dead are taken through the gate as well. But you also have a few left behind in the later parts of the invasion.
And we have their weapons too, right?
Yeah, you do.
Since we've
They're
had access-
sucky weapons, but
We
yeah,
already had access to them, but yeah.
Some of them we might have. At least it's something for the docs to look at and piece apart.
the duck. There's only one duck left. The other duck was taken.
Okay. But at least the doc has something to do.
The duck.
Not the duck, the doc.
Quack.
Doctor.
Doctor.
Doctor Who?
That's a
Not
completely
that
different
doctor.
franchise.
Third
That's a
base.
different franchise.
Third base.
Okay, I'm
That's-
putting down my drink now. I can't drink with you guys.
Just
on
wait
first?
until we get to alcohol.
What's on
Oh,
second?
boy.
You
I
don't
don't
know
know who's
what was
on
in that
third.
cup.
Yeah, just wait until we get to the alcohol, not you.
Docs. All right. All right. So well, that's
A bummer.
unfortunate. They've taken hostages. They've taken important personnel. We know the location. Who's in charge now?
You do have the gate address. Samantha and Kowalski look at each other. We are?
Rock, paper, scissors. Which one's in control?
We're gonna have to contact the corporate either way to sort out the situation, see what's going on. Meanwhile, Dan is being patched up in the infirmary, I assume.
Very much so.
Yeah,
He got hit hard.
he did very hard. And I
Did the best that I could to mend to his wounds. It's a miracle he's alive. I don't know if he'll be able to recover fully. He should probably just roll a whole new character.
Indeed.
I deserve that. Yes, thank you. I should. Yes.
Oh, well. Luckily for you, there is actually proficient personnel doing the healing, so you should be back on your feet in a week or so. But until that, you're going to be suffering some penalties to your movement. Question is, what are we going to do now? Samantha and Kowalski, think about it. We're going to have to get together a rescue team and go after them. Nice. Well, either way, we're going to be calling the corporate. You go back to your quarters, rest up. We'll have the situation sorted. We'll get you some reward for joining in this defense battle.
Yeah, look, I fought these things before. We're valuable assets. We'd like to help out as much as we can.
In a week or so. No.
Yeah. Anyways, we're here to help. I owe these fuckers a payback. That one guy in particular. Anyways.
That's second in command, jackass, with the broken trident blaster.
Exactly.
It's.
I got a score to settle with him.
No, don't. Who? It's not who he is. Who's the guy in gold?
Hey, we'll call him George.
Call him Goldie. Looked more like it was a.
Makes me think of King Tut, doesn't he?
There was the
The-
same Anubite style, but the gold finish was like a relic in a museum that has been curated carefully. The gold was practically undented.
Was he totally gold, or was he just his head?
No, the entire armor was in gold. Gleaming.
Okay, well he'll be really easy to kill then, because gold is soft.
Indeed, gold is very soft.
That's good to know. And is he their leader? Is he their... What was that translation that they sent? We have transgressed on... This is payback for the transgression you did against the gods.
Against your god.
They consider themselves gods.
Well, who the hell is our god?
Anyways, to be determined. I'm gonna go check, make sure that see how everything else to be done. Sorry, no, I'm distracted.
Okay, so the rest of you get 1 week to train,
Hmm.
while Daniel recuperates.
I take it I can't train while I'm recuperating.
Well, you can train an intellectual skill. Yes.
Yeah, it's an intellectual one.
Okay, go for it.
Not that it helps, but 1 extra week, why not?
1 extra week is 1 extra week, and it is after that that you are being you have a meeting with the gate command.
Just out of interest, what are my stats at now?
Full.
That for everybody?
That's for everyone. Your stats have regenerated during the week. And because you partook in the defense of the station, and these injuries are because of that, the corporation is footing the medical bills.
Nice.
Nice.
It's part of
I'm
your
gonna-
contract, unfortunately.
I'm going to assume I'm going to need a new flak jacket.
Yeah, the old one is dead.
There,
They only
my
cost
shots
3.
were even as a shotgun were barely going through. Mac, did you have any good luck against them?
Yeah, I used my MP5. 3-round burst went through. Center mass. Fine.
The MP. I wonder if there's like a.
My frag grenades work pretty good.
Explosions. We'll have to test out against their armor and see
It's-
what weaponry is optimal.
There is armor-piercing bullets.
It's not just that. What you got to consider is also the weapons. Were you guys using pistols?
I
Not a
was
shotgun.
using pistols.
Well, if you're using pistols, I mean, there's decent penetrations against, soft metals, but if you do have armor, potentially I mean, you think about even like modern body armor, it can
Yeah.
stop pistol rounds. So if they've got something, okay, we replaced metal armor with Kevlar because Kevlar is more effective. But if you still have enough metal, you think a tank, pistol's not going to go for a tank there. It's just about the quality of the material. The Heckler and Koch MP5, it's designed to get past body armor. It's a submachine gun.
I was using a Tech 9 accelerator rifle, so Tech level 9.
How did the new weapon work out against it? Or did it not work?
Which new weapon?
Your accelerator rifle.
My accelerator rifle, I rolled shit for damage, and it didn't do very much. But it does 3d6 better rather than the 2d6 of a pistol.
I
A
think,
frag grenade at 5d6 gets through them pretty good.
but again, let's be honest, it's literally for a grenade, why is that going to work? We're talking about it probably going to be hitting the points where they're not as armored, which you couldn't possibly be aiming at.
Armor piercing. I like the solution. Armor piercing on our weapon, on bullets. Explosions, controlled explosions, C4s.
Yeah, the bullets are on page 139 of the Central Supply Catalogs. There is several types of bullets available there for you to choose from. But is this the shopping channel now? No.
No,
But
we're just discussing.
See?
Sorry, what was the page number?
149, I believe. 139.
And do they make them for the accelerator?
It's a rifle, and
That's
they make.
tanks. It doesn't matter.
Thanks for letting us know.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong page. It doesn't matter.
Armor
I'm looking.
piercing. Armor piercing, discarding sabot.
Yeah. So a sabot round is basically like a covering that allows you to put in like a round into a chamber that it wouldn't normally fit. It actually allows it to fit so it can be fired.
Usually a smaller caliber, because bigger one
Yeah.
doesn't fit either way.
Yeah, it's generally to allow
More penetration.
either generally it's designed for stuff where you've got rounds that you maybe haven't got rid of, but you've got a bigger gun.
Yep.
There.
Anyway, this is discussion for another show.
Sure. Sorry.
So, right. You are at the table. There is Major Dr. Carter on the other side, where Hammond used to sit. Well, it's a rather dire situation. We sent Kowalski with a team of heavy troopers after them to the address they dialed, and they were caught in immediate fire on the other side. They were cut down almost immediately. We have not heard from them since the gate closed behind them. We can only assume Kowalski and his forces have been captured by the enemy.
Have you sent? I assume you first sent a drone through to see what was on the other side,
Of course.
and that didn't tell you that they were being set up.
There was no sign of setup.
Ah,
It's
okay.
simple.
Well, here's an idea: send a drone through. If it looks like there's no setup, send a bomb through, clear out whatever's being set up, and send another drone through
The
and see what's left.
The corporation has already tried that as well.
What do you need us for? What can we do? I'm assuming you've called us here for, like, what?
You were interested in helping,
Yeah.
and we're looking if you have any ideas other than the bomb one that we tried.
They know then that home planet. Number one, Kowalski's team, if they have been caught, they know that didn't disappear with the bomb. They think we're dead, but not anymore. I think we should figure out a way to more permanent disable the ability to have them dial back into us. And then, I don't know, guys. Do you have any interest in going after them?
I think it's a question of
The Stargate begins to roll on the other side. Unauthorized
Incoming or
gate
outgoing?
activation incoming.
Damn it.
Again?
You guys weren't dialed out at the time? What? I thought you were supposed to be constantly dialing out.
Well, the thing is, the corporate thought it was too expensive.
Okay,
Need their heads examined.
let's get
Tell me
some.
about
do we have 50 cows?
Carter walks to the intercom, takes up the phone, initiate countermeasures. Oh, actually, prepare the countermeasures. Countermeasures prepared. Good. Well, you said something about the Iris last time, so we figured out a solution.
Hmm.
And the gate begins rolling, and this comes in. And as soon as that settles, from above, lands in a wall of spikes in front of the gate.
Yeah, the second suggestion was thumbtacks. Spikes are better, yes.
So, a few moments after the the gate closes, a soldier walks in and immediately impaled by the spikes. And another one comes in behind and pushes it in deeper
Jeez.
and deeper. And it's a gruesome display, and Carter goes close to blast off.
Oh,
By the way, a soldier, did you mean like a human or
No,
bad guy?
Bad guy
Okay.
soldier. Yeah.
Okay.
So we devised a solution. It's gruesome but effective.
And
Well,
it saves the company money.
Yes. In
Except
addition,
for the cleanup.
the alloys they use for their armor, some of it has valuable materials like gold and such, which the company can use, as well as they can sell the exotics to collectors around the world. It's a bloody business.
They deserve nothing less.
They keep on sending them. This is the 5th one today.
I have another suggestion.
Yes?
So we don't get impaled if we go somewhere and come back.
Oh,
Is
yes.
there a way we can send a signal through the gate to let you know that, hey, it's good guys coming?
Yes, we devised a communication device for that purpose. It's sort of like a one of those card
Knock knock. A knocker.
a
Can we
card
begin?
car fob.
Penguin?
One of those devices that you use to lock your car from a distance. It's similar, but it has a password encoder in it.
I understand.
So it's automated. We don't need to do all the checks.
I've heard of stuff like this. It runs on radiation that keeps dying at a certain pace, and at that pace it matches with this other pace, and it keeps the passwords going. This is brilliant design. Amazing.
Yeah. Actually, McKay was working on it for a personal project before he was taken, and I loaned it for company use.
Did he patent? Thinking about patents. Anyways,
Probably didn't have time to patent it.
doesn't matter. All right, so with one of these, we could get in and out and come back safely. I'm
Yes.
assuming you need us to go in, scout, see what the planet's like, come back and report.
If
Well-
we go through, we're just going to get shot down, just like the previous group.
Exactly what we thought as well.
Especially if they're lining up men to come through, and they can dial here 5 times a day. They probably already have men there.
That is our thought exactly. It is impossible to say where the incoming call is from.
Are we not assuming it's the same place that they went to?
Yes, that is the assumption we have. They might have that many troops there. But it could be that if they have access to gateways and to several worlds, it could also be several worlds they are sending in troops from. It's not out of the speculation. Question is, do you have any ideas?
Investigate other known planets. That's just a continuation of things. The longer they're gone, the more secrets they could give away. They're being tortured. God knows what.
You can hear the wails of the dying from beyond the blaster.
That's what whale song sounds like.
Question is, how much information can McKay and Hammond give away about?
Well, Hammond is the person in charge of this facility, so considerably, and McKay is one of the primary scientists, and I have to say quite a wuss, so he will be easy to interrogate.
Yeah, he'll crack first.
I
Just
have
like I
an
would.
idea. I have an idea, and it won't cost the corporation energy to power the gate. Is we gate to another world that we know they're not coming from, and leave somebody there constantly dialing their gate address. And that should keep their gate busy.
That might work.
Do you have a way of working out what their address is? Does their address change from somewhere else?
The only symbol that should change is the origin location.
Right. All right. I'm just paid to point and shoot.
That's an idea. Are you volunteering?
Let's do that. Let's go to one of the known bad planets. You and I, we could rig something up, and not an automatic mode. This way, yeah, it'll keep them busy until like we can remote.
But that would also mean you would be incommunicado with the rest of us as long as your gate is operational to the other side.
Can we pay $10,000 for a silver team to do this? Or have the corporation do it?
Have we even just tried to change our portal's address?
You can't do that. At least from the TV show, you can't.
No, our understanding of the Stargate technology is that it is it uses the stars themselves, so we would have to move a star or two to make that happen. At the moment, the corporation can't afford that sort of expense.
What I mean is
starting point.
What I mean is have our address go into another Stargate and use that IP address to come back to us instead. Could we flip them?
Always have a buffer planet in between.
Yeah.
We'd have to have a base set up at that planet. Supplies.
You know, we haven't tried to ascend a troop to another Stargate, only for Mouse. Maybe they have technology that allows them to know that it's us calling them.
So we're gonna be. It's like one of the hacks that I did back in my early days in GT phone calling. You change the phone number so people think it's a different caller ID, and when it hits you, they answer and pick up like, "Hey."
That's what I'm thinking. If we can actually block our call as we port out to another planet, they would think it'd probably be that planet, not ours.
Well,
is that possible?
Well, theoretically, yes, but I wouldn't know because you can only have one wormhole going from here to there. And I have no knowledge of any technology that would allow us communication via another planet's Stargate to form a wormhole to there.
Well, if we're connecting A to B, B can't connect to anything else.
Neither can A.
Exactly.
Is the plan that we're going to try to get to their home planet from if we planet hop, We go somewhere else, and then we dial their gate from the new planet. The caller ID is going to be different. They're going to be like, "Oh, it's not
if they can even detect where it's coming from.
right."
Or better yet, because we're trying to save money, we call out to our base planet, then our base planet keeps on calling back to us, but when we go exploring, we go from the base planet out.
Yes.
That
but
way,
even-
we're blocking them from entering into our call because we're already hooked to another.
They'll get a busy signal.
Yes.
there's sense
Yeah.
in that, yes.
But that means keeping the gate open constantly, right?
Yes.
Indeed, and on
That's-
on an inbound travel. On an inbound
Yeah.
travel, we're using the alien power supply that is inherent in all the gates. We have no
Here's-
idea how much power there is, but it seems to be nigh infinite.
Right. Here's a question.
Yes.
How did they place all these gates around the different parts of where we're going?
FTL travel, probably.
Now, this is an excellent question. The archaeological team did some testing, and they couldn't figure out which civilization built these gates, especially the one we have. It was found underneath the Sphinx
I mean,
in Egypt, so it
because-
is at least 8,000 years old.
because the way we're talking about, we're just picking up, say, it's like we're picking up a phone. We don't know, we've not built it. We've just come across phones and we have just started dialing out. We don't know where it's going, but at some point, someone's had to have built this network. They've had to have the means. So unless you've got an alien race that somehow lives on all the planets in the world and is able to communicate somehow all at the same time, it suggests some ability to move between systems.
Well, we did notice that a spaceship landed on a
Oh,
pyramid.
yes.
Oh, you weren't there, but
Hmm.
we did notice a spaceship landed on the pyramid that we escaped from in episode 3.
Is that what you're calling it?
Mission 3,
Mm.
or whatever, number 3. So they obviously have space flight. So there's obviously some way they travel between planets, because otherwise, what would be the point in building a spaceship if you could only fly to that one planet?
Mm.
They obviously have some method of traveling, not
Yes.
via Stargate.
I'm guessing the main issue is there has to be some sort of limit because
Well, even at the light speed, if the planet you encountered that thing, if it approaches us with light speed, it would take it approximately 6,000 years to get here.
Exactly. So they must have some way of traveling faster than the speed of light.
Or maybe
Yeah,
if
it's Stargate.
maybe these people are old enough that they have traveled with light speed across the galaxy and built their gates on their way.
because you said
Also possible.
You said you found the gate.
Yes, this gate was found underneath Sphinx in Egypt.
Think of someone took us off the hook.
Yeah.
Does that mean that we figured out already how to stop
No.
them, how to cut ourselves off from them,
Hold
and
on.
now we've dialed them back and
Stephen just grabs the reports and he's just going, "You're talking about these men, these soldiers come in like wearing jackal heads and all that, like they're Egyptian gods."
Yes. What are you implying, MacDonald?
These individuals haven't shown military tactics. Because
I don't know, they kicked our butt.
At best, they have shown parade tactics. Yes.
Well, they've not shown military tactics, and they took a lot of losses, more than they needed to, despite their technology. You look at the way they're throwing troops at the Stargate.
Which definitely leads to them not being long-lived.
They're if this
They're-
was an
If
ordinary
they were
military,
long-lived, then yeah. If they were
as-
long-lived, they wouldn't throw lives away like that.
if it was military like us, we wouldn't keep throwing men, knowing that they were dying like this.
You think that they're not that they've just been having only to parade around and don't actually know fighting tactics? We have a fighting chance.
No.
I am thinking that I kind of like Arthur C.
Then-
Clarke, and he said any advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Their level of technology to someone who's from the Stone Age would appear. If you think about it, you've seen those blasts, right? That would look
We've
like
seen their
lightning to
the other planets.
that would look like lightning to a primitive. They've never had to deal with a proper, a military as we would know it. They've just had to put down rebellions with people with stones and sticks.
They're what you're saying is their technology has not advanced as
It's
far as
allowed them-
ours.
It's allowed them to. I think it's been so far advanced. It's caused them potentially, in a military view, to potentially stagnate. I mean, the reason why I'm saying, why is someone's had to have, you've confirmed that they've got ships, but they seem to be relying on the Stargate, because if they had reason to suspect, the fact that we sent a team through back and they captured them or killed them would suggest that their plan has failed. Why keep relying, if they had a sufficiently fast ship, why not just come here and attack?
But that wasn't the original question. Was how did the gates get to all these worlds? And I said it's obviously somebody with FTL travel. These people are not necessarily, and I almost certainly don't think they are the ones who made the gates.
Hmm.
Yeah, what makes
But
you think that?
I would think the technology for the gates is way ahead of little blaster pistols and even spaceships.
Yeah, we're talking about Bose-Einstein, quantum signal. I mean, it's stuff that, from what I've been led to understand, our mathematicians can write the maths potentially down for it, but us knowing how to do it, or even knowing if there's any material to allow us to do it, or power sources to do it, is beyond our understanding. And it's just potentially mathematical.
MIT has been looking into it too, using CIA computers, trying to borrow time on how to.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I just read a lot of sci-fi in my spare time.
yes. We have been looking into the mechanium you pulled in from the one dead planet, the one with the dead city on it, and they seem to be using it in their weapons as a power source and a focus power source. So I am assuming they have access to this sort of power that could be, if in sufficient quantities, used to power an FTL drive. But we don't have any prototype proving the theory at this moment. But we have managed to replicate the blaster technology in a bit less effective way, as exemplified by your access to laser weaponry.
Mhm.
Where the corporation has been devising mass production methods, but those are not quite ready yet. I would assume they would be quite effective against those armors of theirs.
I don't know. Their armor's pretty shiny.
I think it's a question of I think we need to know more about how the limitations of the Stargate.
Exactly.
Defense
the-
first, then we go back and then we go on the offense and rescue them.
I think we need to know the limitations. We need to know how the Stargate works. We need to experiment. Okay? Stargate. And that means it means we're gonna have to move away from where we know that they have been. We have to try places that where they have not been, that we don't know where they are. It could also be because I'm just thinking, even if they don't have a stupidly fast ship, if we bury the Stargate, something has stopped them from coming back in all that time. So it could be, yes, they might have. It might be that there's other people or other civilizations there.
Well, we have certainly run across a few primitives. At least 3 different language groups. Oh,
You're suggesting
And-
alliances?
This is a thing.
yes. We spoke with the one you saved from. Was it Indra?
Hmm.
Yes. Don't remember his name.
I have my book with me.
Injures with the elephant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. There, as far as we could gather with some translators,
Jaelle?
they Israel,
somebody
that's the
else.
one. Yes. Yes, he told us that his people serve the gods, and they also send those red crystals as tribute. And it was said that seeing those red crystals would kill a man if surrounded by them, which is radiation. Up until they left Indra, up until Indra was left behind to kill everyone because they had displeased the gods. Apparently, they ran out of those red crystals.
It's terrible. These gods. Have we considered just reburying the gate in so that they never come back?
Well, it is an option.
I think the
Corporation wouldn't
issue
like that,
is
huh?
if
No.
I don't think it's going to work anymore. The fact that we've come back onto the stage, we've alerted someone that we're still here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the thing is, even if they know what our Stargate address is, they have no clue where we're located in space because they've only ever been inside this building. It's not like they can look up and see, oh, there's the star pattern. Okay, we can tell where this is in the galaxy. They haven't been outside the building.
How do we know that there's nothing like the equivalent to something like, I use the analogy of a phone book, a telephone network. How do we not know that they've got the means of actually double checking where the specific actual coordinates are?
Library.
Again, you mean like the library up behind the waterfall?
Yeah.
Let's control.
That was
let's not
just
speculate about it.
addresses, dialing addresses.
It-
There was no
so-
location information.
Yeah, but we-
Actually, all of those symbols are star patterns.
Like interstellar GPS coordinates?
Yes. So, you have those make a pattern of 6 different starting points, and they all intersect in the same spot in space, and that is where you're aiming at with the Stargate. The last 7 symbol is where you start off with. That is your individual individual
Point of origin.
point of origin.
POV.
Exactly.
So, like, what I'm trying to say is, we went to the library. It has all these addresses in it. Who's to say they didn't go to that library too and go through it to look for us up?
It's not even that they have to go to that one. It's like you think about some
Maybe they did.
telephones, public telephones had, yellow pages available for you for common numbers.
Yes. In addition, who knows? Maybe they can read from the gate's memory where it was last dialed.
This is the thing. I think we need to.
Also, didn't you dial during Under Fire your way back? Could they not have seen what you dialed in?
Well, this is the thing. I think some of the things we need to understand is if we dial and we come through and nothing's done, how long? I think we need to understand a few things. If we if we dial out, how long does the event or this wormhole or whatever you want to call it last if no material signals going through? Okay.
Well,
If
The
that's
one-
what we do.
32
The one thing I'm looking at, and they're bringing up a good point. Daniel, when you were putting in the dial when we left that last planet,
Mm-hmm. There was
how
nobody
long
behind
does
me.
but how long does it stay up on that panel?
That's another thought I'm thinking of is you do that, people go through, let the event die, but keep someone behind to actually time it. Because this might mean that if we're pulling out, we might then be having to consider, are we wanting to leave surprises to stop people from being able to.
Easiest way to do it
Hmm.
is how long when we do the portal out to go to the next planet, how long does that stay on the portal panel?
Just
they type
just
it
let
in.
it die. We just don't. None of us leave. We just actually. Yeah. That's
No,
simple,
I
right?
mean here at the bay. I'm talking to here at the facility. When they dial out, how long does that code stay on the panel?
Like on our computers?
Yes, how long does it stay on there?
Well, until erased?
I don't think we have. I think we need to test that on what their tech is. Let's
Yeah.
make the assumption
Yeah.
that the
Me
other
lo-
end's going to be the more universal one.
We log every Stargate use we do. The computer automatically provides a log file of it.
Where's the main panel that the computer plugs it from?
Interfaces with too.
Yeah,
It's
where's the
directly
interface?
plugged in. We don't have a DRD,
What's a DRD?
a dialing device. I don't know what the R stands for.
The-
Dial-
the-
Dial
Dial
remote
device?
device or something like that.
Oh.
where's the original dialing device though?
Probably
So they're
Uh,
going to plug it into
I have-
the wormhole, or
Oh,
to plug it into the gate. Where is it?
It's probably still in Egypt.
Yeah, what he said. We have
Destroyed.
made a MacGyver solution on it. We are running wires
Is-
and engines through it.
Is there any way we can get that?
How would that help us?
That would probably require removing one from an active Stargate. And if you do that, how do you go through it?
What I'm saying is the original one is still in Egypt, right?
Probably.
Probably. They don't know where it is.
But we haven't found it, or have we found it?
But they found the gate, so they should have found the device.
Yeah, should have, could have, would have, but no.
It was buried, so they probably buried it somewhere away from the actual DRD because they didn't want anybody using it. That's
It's
why they did it.
HD.
Or-
It's
DHD?
a dial home device.
Okay.
Or what happened was whoever,
I'm thinking Farscape. Never mind.
or
those
what
are the
happened was with the
remotes.
device, they could have opened up the portal, took out the device mechanism, and left, closing us off like a dead planet.
That's an option.
And they
Yes,
didn't want us to open it up.
that is an option.
But if you disconnect the DHD from the portal after you've opened it, then it's going to close.
I would assume so. Because
Yeah,
the
that-
gate system itself doesn't seem to have any power source. Power source comes outside, and as far as we researched the DHDs and gates on the other sides, the power source is indeed in the round thing, in the pillar.
Okay. So, are we planning a exploratory how these dial home devices are working?
I think we need to do some
Unauthorized gate activation. Again. Excuse me.
How often
Countermeasures. Yep.
just as that's happening, I'm just going, how long does the gate stay open when they are doing these?
39 minutes.
39 minutes, okay.
Yes.
How much time is it taking for them to get, how much time elapses between the actual,
Gate opening, gate closing.
yeah, and then them doing that again?
About 45 seconds.
How quickly can we dial out?
1 minute, 30 seconds.
Right.
Their devices are faster.
They're not wanting us to get out. That's the entire point. They
Yes.
don't.
No,
No,
they're dialing in 5 times a day. We'll have lots of time to dial out.
no,
No, that
they've
was
done-
fifth time this day.
They've
No, this
been
is
doing.
sixth.
They've been constantly. They're denying. They don't want us to get out.
They're not dialing that often.
No. They've dialed. Gate closes. They redial, reopen.
They haven't been doing that though.
No, I think that's how Wooster. Is that how they've been doing it? It's just started.
Yes. It's just they started with random ones, and now today seems to be continuous. Yesterday we had 4 dials in total, and today this is already 6th.
I think their issue was more about resources. They didn't have the resources, but this.
They might
Think
have gotten their logistics chains going.
Think of us as being they're up in their game, they're up in their strategies. This is more they've now put us under a siege. Think of us being a castle, and they're making sure that we cannot establish any contact with outside world or get any supplies back in. We need to find a way to break this. Because they might not be able to. No, we might not be able to get. They might not be able to get in, but at the same time, they don't want us out.
Yeah, I'm making a good point there. We need a way to get off of this world. If we are a standard chance against them, if they have the resources to do this constantly,
Well,
we
it's
might-
probably
we
'cause
might
we
be-
were doing it to them before.
we might be talking about an empire that spans several worlds. If the ones you found have, all have habitation anywhere near comparable to Earth, we could be talking about hundreds of billions.
We've been
If
at
not
it for at
trillions.
least 7,000 years.
Yes.
The worlds that we've been to, do we know do we have a rough idea where these planets are in relation to us, or are we just taking crapshoots?
GPS.
Yes, each we have an idea where in the
Yeah.
galaxy each of them are, and
It's more like an IP address, actually.
yeah.
Interplanetary system.
Internet protocol. Yeah, sure.
Actually, it's IS address in the stellar address.
Oh. IAS. All right.
ISS.
ISA. ISA.
MOUSE.
Don't ever say ISS, please.
In the International Space Station?
No, I have in-school suspension stuck in my head.
I was more thinking the ISS Enterprise from the alternate universe. but-
I think it just becomes a question of how far do we I think it's basically every time that goes down, I think we need just an attempt to actually get us to dial through. Because if we can get even one team or even a couple of teams out, we can then find potential places that might just try random places, right? And also have them do the, because if they're using the same technology, then it's us that has the technological disadvantage because we've had to we have to actually cobble our own, system there.
Sure.
Then maybe get enough people, we can get them to use where they are to keep the gate open for us on their end and disrupt their patterns that way.
Okay. We have the basis of a plan. What can we do now to make it happen?
If we're like, as soon as they close the gate and before it opens again, if we start dialing, does them dialing in interrupt our dialing out?
Yes.
It would jam it.
Have you tried that?
Do a jam signal.
No, I'm just asking if we can actually dial out or not.
Well, one of the dials yesterday interrupted our dial, PDX789, where we tried to see if we could contact another world instead.
And so their dial-in interrupted it?
Yes.
Dan,
But that
think
means
with-
it interrupted them. Sorry.
you think you and I, working with the computer, can come up with an algorithm that prioritizes ours?
Like
Since you know a
speed
lot
up
more
our
about
dial?
Yeah.
Try and speed up our dial? Yeah, we could try that.
Yeah. Or at least give priority to our signal. I think since you know more about the aspirating, and I could do more interfacing with the computer, we could figure something out. Let's give that a
Sure.
shot.
That's a good plan, yes.
I was actually going to say, why don't we try to force out a dial the moment they close down the gate and see if we can get a dial to go through.
That's what I just asked, and he said their dial-in interrupted our dialing out.
Yeah.
Yes, but if it's like AOL, when someone calls in and interrupts your internet, you immediately start up the call again and it will start.
Next time, so you're saying next time the next time this starts spinning, we could start immediately spinning as well, sending our commands and
Yes.
see if it interrupts it.
Yes,
don't-
and if it does,
Well, let's try that.
then we can instantly hit it again and we can start it up again. If it's just like AOL.
But if they only take 45 seconds to dial and we take a minute and a half, we'll never get out.
Well,
It's-
we're
They can
gonna
dial
test
faster
this
than
out.
we can.
We're gonna test this out in exactly 15 minutes.
Mhm.
Right. Let's go and test this out.
Let me set up an algorithm up for it. Do you mind if I have access to computers again?
Let's go to the control room. Let's get you set up. So you head down to the control room. The blast doors are closed for obvious reasons. There's the constant
Of blood in parts and stuff coming through. Yes.
and you're looking at the timer on the screen with the command personnel, all of them. Some of them are looking like they're up on coffee and are ready to you know, the
They're
constant
a little
death.
green in the gills.
Yeah.
Yes. Right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You have. Okay. So, why don't you roll an assisting roll with your language? Sorry, astrogation. Dan.
I was thinking more electronics, but okay.
One of you rolls
No, I'll roll
electronics,
the
and the
electronics,
other
and
one
you
needs
roll
to
the
roll.
astrogation. Is what my thoughts
okay.
are.
Because I'm still learning astrogation.
But you're
okay.
still better than either one of you.
Yes, that's true.
I need you as a translator and pick your brain. Wow, that's
13.
fantastic.
That gives you a +5 modifier.
Why did I get +0? Shouldn't that have been?
Which
Oh, because I
makes it
used
a
education, right?
14.
14.
Low, even with the bane boon.
So you proceed to wait for the moment, and now you start the thing starts, and meanwhile you hear as bodies fall from the spikes that have retracted out of the way,
Oh, gross! Yes, amazing.
and some poor motherfuckers who have to carry those bodies out of the gate room. You have activated the gateway.
We did it. It worked. Confirmation.
You have an outgoing gateway.
To where?
Well, ST's 13, ST32B.
The intra world.
One of the safe. It's one of the safe ones that we've
The
already
elephant
visited
world.
too.
Hmm?
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so we have 39 minutes to come up with a plan of what to do now that we have a gate out.
Oh, 39 minutes was them keeping the gate open and us. Can we keep a gate open for that amount of time ourselves?
We could just.
Our capacitors can only power this up for 25 minutes.
Right.
We unfortunately don't have the capability to hold the gate over that long.
However, can we just like cut the power now and just next time they do it, attempt it again?
By the time we know they're calling, the gate is already activating. At that point, you can't control that thing anymore. It has locked on to incoming wormhole.
Yeah, understood.
You know, the only reason this worked is because they had to stop their gate so that we could dial in.
All right. Next step is we set up a remote dialing system that is constantly dialing them that we won't be able to turn off when we choose to for when we go and invade them for real.
Good.
I think.
Let's get to planning that. You have been immensely helpful. And that is where we end the official session. You have been forwarded $150,000 for the defense of the base, as well as $50,000 for the solution of the gate, faster gate dialing.
I'm putting it on the note there because I don't have my notebook with me anymore. I need to find it. Take notes.
That's the end of the session.
That
Next
was
week.
fantastic.
Next week, let's see what you do with this information. Will you
Do any of these
move
claimed
on the
bodies
hostel?
have little belly worms in them? Ooh.
Dun, dun, Then
I'm assuming that the few bodies that were left behind, we've discovered that look, they're humans underneath this weird armor, but nothing weird.
It's a question of have we been able to take the armor off?
Mm.
I'm
thinking
gonna
we've
say
been able to take the
yes.
armor
It's
off.
not that hard. They've had a week.
If
to
they can
list-
put it on, we can take it off.
I mean, it's step one that's why they're taking their bodies so that we could investigate. But there's enough there. They're like, hey, look, there's human people underneath
Yep.
the armor.
One of the illogical things about Stargate is the amount of Jaffa that actually have a belly worm. Because that would mean there's thousands upon thousands of goa'uld larvae growing up old enough and requiring hosts. That doesn't make sense in a large-scale army formation. Because that would be too much competition for the old goa'uld.
Hmm.
So it's more the fact that makes more sense. The ability to, like in Stargate, to be offered to actually be able to carry one is a rank of privilege.
Yeah, that would be elite god status.
Yeah.
Only
Basically, Goldie's probably got one, and maybe Silvery, but the rest of the troops probably don't.
rest of the troops, regular Joes with shiny metal staffs.
Yeah, just your basic old human cultist.
Hmm.
Ah.
Okay, so the next thing you need to install in the gate room is what would be the way of describing it? Giant toilet, so that when you pull the spiky things back and they drop down into, you can just flush them away.
Or maybe a conveyor belt.
Well, yeah, that's much less visual. But
Why
yeah.
didn't the show they actually used an iris? Because like the molecular levels like 1 or 2 or something, and it couldn't pass through.
Yeah,
It's
in the
it
show
ran
they
on
use-
some magic logic that if it's close enough to the event horizon, they would just evaporate when they hit it. But I don't buy it because where does the mass go?
I thought it was just like
it stays in
yeah.
the wormhole.
Or it prevents them from going through from the other side. Like it
It would be
doors
like if
locked.
they,
Like you push against the solid, and instead of going through, you're actually being.
In my
forced back.
opinion, behind the gateway should have been this gory mess of body parts that have just
The image I've
deflected
got
from
is,
the iris.
depending on how much space you've given, right? When the actual wormhole disappears, you've actually just got half the body because it's actually just it's closed, and they're only like halfway through because they've been stopped from being deposited all the way out.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So
not
you
that
just
far.
see like the entrails just. Yeah, I know it's went too far, but
Yeah, and it's probably this was the original plan, but the network went, yeah, that's too gory for PG-13, so or was it PG-12? Either way,
It's
either way, that's too much gore for this audience. So we're gonna just make it magic disappear, and all is cool.
it's all in the
We just
red, like, hey, how
imply
can we
death.
this is the thing. I think a lot of things when it comes to certain like things is due to what right and censor standards are, like
Mhm.
alien races
or
They're-
budget.
or budget. You don't have to, if you have a death ray that vaporizes everyone, you then don't have to pay extra
That
to
was,
be
I
lying
mean,
around
brilliant.
dead.
They're like, yeah, we
Mhm.
regretted that. What is it? 1 tap
And-
for go to sleep, 2 taps for disappeared bodies. Like, fuck, we screwed that up. We should never have done that.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way,
Uh,
you're not gonna find a weapon that does that.
No Zat guns?
No, no. Well, you can have Zat guns, they just don't have the third shot effect.
Ah,
Yeah, I forget exactly how it works, but yeah. Hey, this
Yeah,
was
One shot
this was
stun,
fun.
2-shot kill, 3-shot disintegrate.
This was good DMing setup on your
Yeah.
part.
Thank you.
at a low level, here's a bad guy. Punch in, do a whole bunch of damage, and get the fuck out. It's brilliant. It's really well done.
Well, this is the other thing it's been my main bugbear with like kind of encounters in a lot of games is like people just do it fights to the death. Why does it need to be like if they have achieved their goal, they should be coming in with a goal, and it shouldn't be just purely kill everyone, because they don't know what's on the other side. So they've got a goal, they've achieved it, retreat. There.
Well, I
Yeah.
think their original goal was actually to take over the facility. But then when the self-destruct thing came,
Yeah.
they said, oh, well, we can fuck with their self-destruct and get out ourselves, and that does our job for us. Thank you for blowing yourselves up.
Indeed.
I thought it was a key system, not a password system. That's why it never even dawned in my brain, like, oh, let's go fucking hack it, because it's like, oh, it's a key system. Just like how they when you picture like two people with, like, oh, it's like literally how the U.S. does the nuclear launch codes, 2 keys, at the same time, then push the stop button.
Yep.
Doofus. Anyways,
I thought so too, actually.
I am
Jaelle.
glad to know you enjoyed it.
Yes.
Yeah. I know, thoughts on the episode. 2-parter. Bum bum bum.
Not really.
No, that means I did a bad job. Okay. How to improve?
No thoughts on it, huh? Okay.
Not. Yeah, there's nothing right now coming to mind besides, our split move of splitting up the party.
Good choice, bad choice?
Maybe if we did it sooner, we wouldn't have had almost a dead Dan.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, one of you guys would probably have taken my spot in the hallway, because I would have
Mighty
been down
Mouse
with
would
Carter.
have. Probably Mighty Mouse would have. So Mighty Mouse decided to go on the back of somebody.
Here I come to save the day.
I think my main thing is partly the issue is you've had me come in when I was off there, so it's then you trying to figure out a place where can Stephen have been that would explain why he isn't with everyone else, and it's then trying to bring me, and this is a thing. It's like that's always sometimes one of the nasty things when someone comes into a scene where they've been away, it's had to be explained, and then you're then having to explain whether back in. Sometimes rank can be a bit too much like Deus Ex Machina. Sometimes that's what you're trying to do.
You were definitely Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. You weren't.
That's what you've been trying to do. The one session equals one mission, which I can understand and respect.
But the other one said it works out, but last one was just, I don't know, it's just tougher. And we were idiots. And shit happens. And plus,
Yes, we are
the 2
idiots.
episode is kind of better. So
I have a question, Wooster.
Yeah.
You were mentioning laser pistols. Do they have some magical armor piercing ability?
No.
Okay, so a laser pistol is actually less effective than
Regular pistol?
armor piercing rounds in a accelerator rifle.
Yeah, absolutely right.
Okay.
That's some custom-made armor-piercing ammo.
Yes.
So it's a
I spent-
armor piercing is double the normal, and since you're getting
4 times actually.
4 times, so 4 times plus 10 times, so it's 40 times more expensive. Oh, okay, that's pricey ammo. Because all of them are custom made so far.
they're worth it. Although maybe the P90. I still like the design of the P90 that they use on Stargate.
Yeah,
Oh,
the P90
that's-
is cute. It's actually a retail weapon. You can
It's the
get
real
those.
life thing. It's cool, actually.
Just to save the math,
Mhm.
do you want to just everybody gets 50 grand? Just add it
Oh.
to your totals.
Sure. The stock probably
There we
went
go.
down.
Yeah. Not gonna buy
Yeah, just a
stock this
bit.
time. Definitely not gonna buy stock this time.
Yeah, it's like in recent news, CEO Hammond has disappeared from
Oh my god.
SG Corp.
No, Hammond isn't a CEO. He is the executive in charge of the installation.
Fair enough. I'm just joking.
Froggy
Jim-
asked a question too.
They didn't even have the stream up the whole entire time. I feel so bad.
We call him Goldie. I call him Goldie.
Goldilocks, yeah.
He's just right. He's not too mean, not too weak.
Yes.
He's just right.
And his Goldilocks and his friend. That's Goldilocks and the 3 barrels.
No.
Oh,
It-
gold
it-
member.
It's Goldilocks and what's it called? And silver.
I like gold member and silver balls. Okay, I'm hearing it now. This was the wrong. My bad. Golden eye
Yeah.
is better, and silver
Silver
bells, silver bells. There you go.
Hi-yo, silver.
What, they're going to cling-a-lang for you?
Just wait until you meet Copper. Oh wait, that's Jaelle.
Copper.
Wait, leave my hair color out of this, okay?
No, you're the copper. Come on.
Yeah.
No, but
yeah.
that's my hair color too. It's
Yeah,
copper.
but it's also in your description down there.
Yes.
You
I'm
are the copper.
I am the copper that likes to play Mighty Mouse with beans that are a lot taller than me.
I've only ever seen one Mighty Mouse show, and I've seen it several times. We had it on videotape back home. And in that, it's some sort of weird space adventure with Mighty Mouse on it. I don't remember a lot about it, but this cat-shaped spaceships.
The black and white version or the?
It was a colored one. I think it's from the 80s or something. I do believe we recorded it off of live TV. live TV with ads and all. So because that is what we did back in the day. You recorded it on VHS.
Oh, VHS. Yeah, I saw a bunch of those. No, I think I might have one or a few VHS copies still.
There's
Yeah,
a
I
new
don't have any
computer game
here,
out there
but-
called VHS, and I got a chuckle because VHS is currently in beta. And it's like, okay, sure.
Yeah, that's
Let's
funny.
contradictory here, yeah.
That's funny.
Rob,
At least
I
it's
give
not
up
in
with you
Beta
guys.
Max, so.
Yes.
oh,
Oh boy.
We're old enough to know what that is. Okay. The person who was playing it wasn't old enough to catch on right away.
Yeah, that's true. Anybody
to
younger
check
than
what
us
is
will not
VHS.
understand that joke.
VHS,
We're
that's your old
old.
tapes.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch of tapes just over there.
The funny thing is, the thing that didn't dawn me until like quite recently, even though I grew up with them.
It's a scary game, okay, yeah.
All right, okay, it was VHS tapes. It didn't dawn me that VHS tapes for like the film and all that, that was all just magnetic data.
Hmm.
It just didn't dawn on me because in my head, I just thought of them. Don't ask me for some reason. I just thought of them as like old-fashioned, like film reel. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it's just I'm like walking around and it just then dawned on me. Hold on, how do they then do the sound on it? And also, hold on, where the fuck are they going to put a light source and then project it? They can't project it onto the TV, so it can't be fucked.
You put the tape in the hole, and then the little light bulb comes up and projects
Oh
through
my
the tape.
goodness.
Yeah.
Into the wire,
You
and
thought
the
it was a
wire takes it to
miniature-
the
a miniature
TV,
reel?
and
Oh wow, that's funny.
you're not
It
not
just
alone. I
shows
used
you-
to do that too.
That's a fun fact. Well, because let's be honest,
never think about shit like that.
tape went out of fashion because DVD came in place when I was maybe 10 there.
1995.
You're so young. You're so young, you little boy.
1990.
Well, but I mean them superseding tape, right?
Oh yeah.
And I mean,
2000.
I've even seen tape because I remember when they used to get caught and you pulled them out and all this. And it never dawned on me. It isn't like film reel. It just never dawned on me. It was only when I was like actually thinking about it, like a couple of weeks ago, that I just had all that random information. I went, John, it's magnetic tape, you idiot. How did you not think of that?
That's funny.
Oh, it was.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. It's funny. Like, I remember when I was a really, really young kid, right? I had this thought that the reason why black and white tape existed was that for some reason the world was black and white at that time.
Oh yeah.
I was at least smart
get
enough
that
to not
from-
know that that wasn't true. I was like, yeah, no, they just didn't have the technology.
Froggy.
And then
Galactic
suddenly
Froggy.
color came about.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, I have been yawning for a while as well, so I guess I should follow Frogscanner's example and say thank you all for coming. It's been
Did I
fun.
actually sleep?
Allegedly. See you hopefully next week, or if not, I have had the habit of streaming some gaming of occasionally with Sarah on my own
Mhm.
Do Die 4 channel, not Do Die 4, Do Die Wooster channel, which I guess can I do a shout out? And no, I need a bot for that. I need to do things
Yeah.
that I don't know how to do, so I'm just gonna say boo. Okay, on that channel. Like,
Oh.
follow that one, and you might see me play with Sarah, or might see me play alone, a city zombie game. So
Or actually play with our friend Valso.
there also might be Valso. If there is Valso, there's going to be depravity in the chat. So
Well, coolio. Coolio.
yeah. I'm also open to playing other games. If anyone has any ideas, I'm open to streaming that. Also, I was hoping maybe get one of those spaceship simulator games where you play as a team in a single spaceship. That those as an idea seem cool. I just need some people to be my
I've
team
got a
on
few
it.
of them. I've got Artemis. I've got Lost Pulsar, Lost Colony.
I
I've got
have none of them. I just need to have a friend who plays them so I can get one of them.
Artemis. All of them are fun in their own way,
Yeah.
and they all have different like level. A lot of it is more about the, is they're a lot more fun getting people and getting everyone on board. There, that's the thing.
Indeed.
Mm.
Well, either way, thank you all for coming. See you around and come join us on Discord.
Yep.
Right, we should have Discord link down there. If not, I'm gonna replace it either way immediately after I'm done with the show. So check
I'll
back
get
in
a
5
bot.
minutes.
I'll get a bot.
Yeah, but I would need to learn how to use that.
We could
You
probably
get
take
like a hacker guy or something.
that way you can do exclamation Discord and then voila, it pops up.
What?
Yeah.
Well, we'll figure that out. That's the time for somewhere where it's not 2 a.m. for Wooster, right?
Yeah,
Like
not
I
quite,
said.
but it's approaching. Anyway, let's end this before I get stuck. So bye bye.
Bye.
Oh,
Bonus nachos, y'all.
How about-
Bonus nachos,
Bonus
everybody.
nachos.